Welcome Forster Manor to today's assembly, which is going to be taken by, well, a special visitor.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone! I've just arrived on my sleigh and parked up on the back field. The reindeer find it a very convenient place to land, I can tell you. First of all, I wanted to reassure you that despite all the disruption this year, Christmas will be going ahead. I've had quite a few letters asking me about that, but I can tell you it will definitely be happening. As I speak, the elves are busy making presents. In fact, I happen to have brought some for some teachers who've been especially good this year. I've got one here for Miss Finn. Miss Finn, have you been good this year?
Of course I have, Father Christmas.
Excellent. In that case, you can open your present.
Wow! Oh my goodness me. Oh, fantastic! They're fantastic. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. And why are they such a good present for you, Miss Finn?
Well, I'm a geography teacher, so I love going outdoors and walking and spending time outside.
Excellent. I am so pleased because it's not easy choosing the right present, even for Father Christmas. I hope you enjoy walking in those.
Thank you.
I've also got one for Miss Hubbard. Miss Hubbard, have you been good this year?
Oh, I have, Father Christmas.
Excellent, I'm glad to hear it. In that case, you can open your present.
I'm so excited.
Ah. Is it not a very good present, Miss Hubbard?
Well, I don't have a PlayStation at home and I'm not really a fan.
Ah, I see. I think my elves must have been misinformed. I'll tell you what, I'll sort it out for Christmas Day. Don't worry. Choosing presents is hard, and sometimes even Father Christmas gets it wrong. You've got to think about the person, who they are and what they like. If we go back to the very first Christmas, presents were important then too. We know that Jesus had lots of visitors when he was born. Now, we're going to play a game called Stand Up If. It's quite straightforward. You stand up behind your desk if you think the answer is yes. So here we go. Question number 1. Stand up if you think baby Jesus was visited by shepherds. If you stood up, you were right, he was. Now all sit down again. Question number 2. Stand up if you think Jesus was visited by carpenters. If you stood up, you were wrong. He wasn't. Now sit down again. Last question. Stand up if you think Jesus was visited by wise men. If you stood up, you were right. He was. Now sit down. These wise men were really important in the story, and it's where we get the idea of giving presents at Christmas from. Christians believe that the gifts the wise men brought were very appropriate for Jesus. They tell us about who Jesus was and what he was going to do. One of the presents they brought was gold. Gold fit for a king. This tells us about who Jesus was. He wasn't just a baby, but a king too. They also brought frankincense. That's a spice that you burn. And at that time in history, it would have been burned in the temple in Jerusalem. It would remind people of the reality and presence of God. And that's who Christians believe Jesus is, God on earth. And lastly, they brought myrrh. That was used at the time in burials. Now, that's a funny gift to bring a child when they're born, but actually it looks forward to the future when Jesus would die. And through this, Christians believe, we come to know God. Oh my! Is that the time? I need to wrap things up here. Ho, ho, ho. You see, Christmas has always been about giving and receiving presents. So can I encourage you to think hard about giving really appropriate presents this Christmas? They don't have to be expensive, just thoughtful. Now, I must get back to the elves and sorting out that present for Miss Hubbard. Goodbye for now. Ho, ho, ho!